So, hi. I have to I need to do a still shot and I'm trying to think like cuz tonight's title is enemy of my enemy is now my friend, right? It's a meaning behind that. But I need like a still shot. Oh, this is cute. But I don't cuz I don't know how to take the picture on here. So I just and so what I do is I go back and I go to the still shot and then boom and I put that as the thumbnail. Then I'll put like the little picture up. Let's see this one. No, I don't like this angle. I like this one better. No, too serious. No. Yeah, I'm so silly. Oh, can you guys hear me? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. So every Thursday between 8 and 8:30, I do the real Dana in real time, the real Dana IRL monologue because at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and Judge Joe Brown, he goes live on the website, therealdananetwork.com. I had to pull him on the website, honey. Yes, I had to take Joe Brown off of YouTube because I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know sometimes what mood he's in on a Thursday. So what I do, I pull him on the website. You get to see him uncensored and live. And then not all, but a couple of pop culture topics, I would clip it and I'll upload it on this YouTube channel. But you have to go and subscribe to the website. Tonight on the Man Up Show on the website, um, I will be taking live calls. So if you subscribe and you're already a subscriber, if you already joined the network, the phone number will be on the screen. You guys can call in and join the discussion, ask the judge a question or make a comment. So that's going to be tonight. And tonight we're going to be talking about Stephen A. Smith versus Jason Whitlock, that hot mess, Book of Clarence. Jay-Z was on Twitter tonight. Yes, he was on Twitter tonight. That was a good Twitter space. And we got to talk about Fanny Panny, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Hi, D Brown, Rob Moses, Missy, Clemmy. Are you going to sing and dance on the website? No. So, okay. This is just, listen, this is pre show. This is pre show, but it's more like a journal. That's why it's called The Real Dana IRL, which means in real life. And I put the title, Enemy of My Enemy is Now My Friend. It really goes, enemy of my enemy is my friend. What does that mean? What does it mean? It means the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It is an ancient proverb which suggests that two parties can and should work together against a common enemy. Now, you guys can see in the thumbnail, it was season 6 of Power where Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy. There was an episode called Enemy of My Enemy, right? Is now my friend. That was one of the themes because they ended up being enemies, but then it came together because they had a common enemy interests, right? And so you come together, you work together to get rid of your common enemy. But you could also incorporate that in real life. How so? How can, let me go here. How can you incorporate, how does enemy of my enemy is now my friend? How does that relay to in today's terms, right? How can you apply, does that apply today in 2024? Yes, it does. When we're talking about the illegal migrant crises, I wrote down some notes because all Americans now, whether we are white, black, and mainly white, black, all Americans, American citizens, who is our enemy? The government. It's not the illegals. No, it's not. It's not people who are immigrants. And if you are an immigrant, but you're a citizen, you have to join us as well. It is us against the government. So, white people, black people, immigrant, legal immigrants, all backgrounds, all genders, all sexualities, we have a common enemy. So that's how that applies today. Enemy of my enemy is now my friend, because what they're doing at that border is so wrong. And I have been doing a whole bunch of content on the migrant crisis in Chicago, in New York, at the border. And I'm going to continue to do it. Even though, trending topics do very well on my channel now. So I'm going to be focused on that, but I'm still going to be talking about the migrant crisis. But that is our enemy, that policy. What this administration is doing, or shall I say, what this administration is allowing, that is our enemy. And what are we going to do about it? How Asians and whites got together and got rid of yeah. Yep. Now, you still had another good portion of Asians, majority of Asians didn't want to get rid of affirmative action because they benefited the most from it. But certain white groups, certain Asian groups, they got together and they made the Supreme Court their enemy to overturn affirmative action, and they won. So it can be done. You can make alliances, and that's what it's about. It's about making alliances. But there were a lot of non-Black, non-FBA, non-ADOS people who were upset because they benefited the most. White women, immigrants, they benefited the most, not Black people. It didn't, affirmative action didn't help us. It kind of did more harm than good for us. It really did. Now, Clarence Thomas, who is opposed to affirmative action, he got into Yale on affirmative action. And Judge Joe Brown has told that story plenty of times before. Judge Joe Brown went to UCLA. He didn't get in on affirmative action, and he didn't want to get in on affirmative action. There were other ways that during that time, there were other things that Black people were doing to increase Black enrollment in universities. And apparently, according to Judge Joe Brown, which we may have to revisit this tonight, he said at one point, let's say from the 1930s on down to the 1970s, universities like UCLA had the highest enrollment rates ever. Today is less than 5% of Black people enrolled in UCLA. So when you talk about in the height of Jim Crow, you have more Black people, more Black students attending UCLA than we do today in 2024. And that is with affirmative action. Why is that? When affirmative action was passed, Black enrollments in certain universities decreased. Why? Because they allow people of color to take the place of Black enrollment students. Thank you. So yeah, he made good on his achievement. So again, enemy of my enemy is now my friend. Having enemies can work to your advantage. It can. And it's a saying, Nasir Jones, if you can't be used, you're useless, right? Or was that Fabulous? No, I think that was Nasir Jones. No, that was Fabulous. Nasir Jones said always forward, never backwards. But anyway, and I don't mean using someone in a bad way, meaning that you are pretending to be their friend or pretending to like them and care for them and love them. I don't mean the pretend. I mean, you network with certain people because they probably have what you want or they can help you get to where you want to get to. That applies to your enemies, right? People think, oh, that's my enemy. I don't like that person. Stay away. It depends. And it's not so much an enemy, it could be an adversary. It could be your adversary. And a lot of times, using your adversary to your advantage can help you progress your cause and win. And win. So you're not going to win every battle, but the focus is to win the war. And that's how I look at it. I'm not going to win every battle, meaning I'm not going to get what I want all the time. I'm not going to get my way all the time, but I am going to achieve my goal. So I'm not going to win every battle, but I will win the war. And if I have to use my adversaries, if I have to use my enemies, if I have to use lovers, friends, families, I will do so to win the war or to reach my goal. 40, what is it, 48 or 49? 49 Laws of Power. It explains in details about how you can use your enemies and your adversaries. I actually have that book. And I have the 50th Law of Power as well. That's the one that 50 Cent wrote, added on to the 48 Laws of Power. That's a good book. Somebody actually told me that was a demonic book. I don't think so. It's just about strategy. Art of War. That is another good book. So 48. Okay, so 48 laws. So I guess they just jumped 49 and went to 50th law because of 50 Cent. But yeah, so I shouldn't have put that thumbnail. I should have just waited. Um, but anyway, guys, so I come on here, minimum 15 to 30 minutes, let you know to go to the website, therealdananetwork.com. Judge Joe Brown will be live tonight. Tell you the things that we're going to be talking about. And join us. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can put in the chat. It doesn't matter. What you know about the art of war. I have the book. I know I'm going to read it. I know that you can apply those principles to your life to be successful or to help you achieve your goals. Actually, I had a hair appointment every Wednesday. I didn't go. Like I've been going every 2 weeks. I could tell the difference. I think I need to go back weekly. Yeah. So yeah, presidential election 2024 is going to be, yes, it's going to be very crazy. It's going to be very Listen, we already had Cat Williams, honey, break the internet last week. Now you got Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock. That's so ridiculous. Like, how did that thing even start? Right. And we're going to actually talk about this on the show tonight on the website. But my thing is, listen, who cares? Yes, Jason Whitlock, excuse me, he's a troll. He's a troll. And he talks about people for ratings. He's a chatty patty. He has the tea. Thank you, Joseph. Yes. Okay. I didn't read the whole thing, but it's not a book you just sit down and read through. It's really a reference, just like 48 Laws of Power. It's really a reference book. It's not a book you sit and you can read it straight through, but if you're not taking notes, you know what I'm saying? If you're not going back to it to reference it, you're not going to get it. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of books is for you to reference. Read it, write notes and reference it. Don't just read it and put it down. So it's a lot of references, a lot of reminders. Yeah, apply it. Had time. I do. Okay, great. So yeah, I don't know how that beef started. I think it's kind of stupid, but I did catch Stephen A. Smith response. It's a good response. And I believe him over Jason because Jason just likes to take a person and just talk shit about them like he did with Deion Sanders. And then he actually created every Friday was catered to Deion Sanders. Why? Because of ratings. That's the only reason why this man talk about people is because of ratings, right? But not because they are in trending. It's just interesting people who know you're going to get views from. You talk about them. Like every time I talk about Roland Martin, I get good views on my channel. And I'm going to continue to talk about Roland Martin. When I put a Tariq Nasheed in my thumbnail, I get good views. I don't talk bad about Tariq. I just put his picture in my thumbnail, right? So it's certain people that is like evergreen content. And Jason Whitlock picks people that is evergreen topics to talk about for viewership. Does he look sloppy? Yes. Yes. I think he is good at what he does as being a journalist, but it is what it is. Remember Kwame Brown got it. Yes, because Stephen A. Smith could be petty too. Stephen A. Smith could be petty. So it's just like you're pissed at Jason Whitlock for coming at you the same way you was coming at Kwame Brown. You did a whole segment on ESPN about the failures of Kwame Brown. So it's like, what is it? The pot calling the kettle black, that type of thing. I like the main book, but seduction, that skinny geek don't know seduction. The art of seduction. I didn't read the whole book, but I have been referencing that. I used to reference that in the past. My son father years ago when we first started dating, he was like, this book, he the one who put me on to what's his name? Green. Um the Art of Seduction and the 48 Laws of Power, because he got the book The Art of Seduction. He was like, this is you. I didn't even heard of the book. So yeah. Um Jason Whittlesticks claims. I mean, it's a lot of people. I don't question people Christianity or their religion or their spirituality. That I don't do. So do I believe he's a Christian? Of course. Why not? You don't people think if you call yourself born again or if you are a Christian that you have to be perfect. No, because nobody isn't perfect. You still want to sin. I just don't like when people make a mockery of religions or the Bible. Like some people will pull certain scriptures and throw it out there because that's the only one scripture or story they know. And it's like, dude, you don't even know the meaning behind that. And tell me the next verse after that verse. So yeah, I don't like when people make a mockery out of it. I want to see something real quick. I want you guys to tell me something. Do you like this background or should I go to the black one? Should I do a little pop color in there? Tariq Nasheed has identified several major problems facing Black/FBA Americans. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like problems how? What kind of problems? Elaborate. Just elaborate, Jay Legend. Elaborate. Did you hear about the tunnels being built? And yes, listen, we're talking about that was it. We're going to be talking about that tonight on the website because yes, honey, I'm too scared to talk about that here because first of all, I would not talk about that with the judge on YouTube. We're going to talk about it on the website because I don't know what he's going to say. And we may go down that rabbit hole. We may go down the tunnel of that conversation, honey, because all types of stuff starting to come out. It's starting to come out. Why do you have a stroller down in those tunnels and mattresses? So we're talking about that on the website. Yes, therealdinernetwork.com. That will be discussed. Thank you, Key Fields. Both Stephen A. Smith and Whitlock are cornballs. Yeah, cornballs with money. Yep. You're absolutely right. And I didn't think, and thank you so much for bringing up Kwame Brown because I forgot about that. I forgot about, because he was minding his business, just like Stephen A was minding his business when Jason Whitlock had his name all in his mouth. And he just started talking trash about Kwame Brown and he kept doing it, kept doing it. So the same thing is happening to Stephen A. Smith. Now Jason Whitlock is like, he's doing his show right now. That he's actually going to have a live chat where you could chat with with Jason Whitlock on the blaze.com for subscribers, right? You have to be a subscriber to chat with Jason Whitlock, and it's called #FatBastard. So he knew what he was doing. He knew he's going to be trending. He knew he's going to get more viewership if Stephen A responded, and he did. Stephen A did like a 30-40 minute response. I'm pretty sure it was truthful, but at the same time, Stephen A, you did the same thing to Kwame Brown. So why are you upset that Jason Whitlock is questioning your athletic background at Winston-Salem? And Stephen A said he has an honorary doctorate from Winston-Salem. So what? That means nothing because you are a donor. Like, you donated a lot of money, you raised millions of dollars, you probably donated millions of dollars. So they gave you an honorary doctorate to be what? Dr. Smith? You didn't do a dissertation, so you're not a real PhD doctor. So all that honorary is for the birds, honey. See, this is why the institution of education is so fraudulent here in America, because if you pay a lot of money, you could get a degree and be called the doctor, which is BS. If you work for distance, that's something you are a child. Okay. Not too many colors. Okay, not too many. Okay, not yeah, the self-proclaimed God's chosen people are truly evil. Are you guys going to see that movie, Book of Clarence? Too many colors. So then should I do blue, a solid color, or just I don't want the confetti, or a dark color? This would be too much activity going on in the back. Or should I do sunset or nothing? Or just stick to black? Marcellus Wiley, we're partners on ESPN. Marcellus always gives Whitlock props. So is he back at work? Because remember he had some allegations filed against him under that Survivors Act. And I think he was set down or let go. Is he back at work, Marcellus? This is the thing. I took another Motrin earlier today. I got to take another one tonight because I had to get a tooth pulled all the way in the back. Oh my God. And then in like 3 months, I have to get an implant. But I could feel it healing. And it's like, I just want to kind of scratch it a little bit, but it's kind of annoying because you could feel it like healing, but whatever. So annoying. Go with the purple and pink color. Okay. What do you mean purple and pink? Let's see. This one? This color, Joseph? This is purple and with a touch of pink. Give a thumbs up if it's this one, Joseph, or a thumbs down. What I got? 7 more minutes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Get a little pop. So yeah, so definitely gonna bring up the Stephen A. It's not true. And the Kwame. I'm gonna make that connection, right? But anyway, guys, in conclusion, go to is right here on the screen. TheRealDataNetwork.com is only $10 a month. You get to see Judge Joe Brown live and uncensored. And every week I'm going to be uploading archives of the Man Up Live. So I just uploaded the very first Man Up show that me and the judge did in 2019. Oh my God. What's that? 20, 21, 22, 23. Damn. 2020, 21, 22, 23. That was 5 years ago. Are you kidding me? Yeah. 5 years? Oh my God. I met him 5 years ago. And it was actually around, okay, it was really November, October of 2019. That's where I met him. Yeah. So I uploaded that video on the website. I uploaded the very first Man Up podcast that we started last year. We may resume that back up again on Mondays, but I uploaded that. So every week you guys will get a new archive video of Man Up from the beginning. And I uploaded the first one that was either in October, November of 2019. Oh my God. So yeah. Go to the website, guys. Subscribe to the realdatanetwork.com. I will see you guys tonight. You will see the phone number on the screen. So if you guys want to call in, ask a question, or add in your opinions and comments about the different topics that we're going to talk about, please do so. But you have to join the website. You have to join the website. That's 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. This year will be okay. So this is the 5th year. So it's 4 years. 4 years. So this is the 5th year. So technically 4 years ago. Africans and Caribbeans pivoting against Black/FBA being politically used by the Democratic Party must have a Black Saturday dinner. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm also I'm actually I'm uploading a video tonight at 9 p.m. I'm talking about Mark Lamont Hill responding to Cameron, and I'm responding to Mark Lamont Hill because he need to have several seats. Remember when a judge checked Mark Lamont Hill, and I think it was in 2020 or 2021. That damn video went viral. Africans 100% against. Okay, leave the LGBTQ alone, honey. I watch and listen to everything until they kink up. What kinks up? What kinks up? So anyway, guys, in conclusion, enemy of my enemy is not my friend. I said last week, I said thank you to all the supporters and the haters. And I also said, I need to probably create a beef just to get out there more in the algorithm. Lo and behold, remember when I did a debate? It was Chad and this other guy named Blanche, and that's the guy that said he's not Black, and he wouldn't answer my question when I said, "What is your lineage?" Well, they do their live show at Chad O. Jackson on YouTube, and somebody sent me a clip. It was like, "Yo, they talked about you for a whole hour." So I think I manifest adversaries, not so much enemies, but adversaries. Because apparently they kept, even during the debate, they kept saying, "Oh, Chuck, she should debate Chuck." I don't know who Chuck is, but he was on the live show this Sunday, and he was like, "Yeah, I watched it. Woo, oh my God." And he's like, "If that was me, I would have did boom, 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 boom." They was just talking mad shit about me, and I loved it. I loved it. I love it. Please. Actually, my goal, and because maybe I need to just practice my pitch. I want Roland Martin to have my name in his mouth. When you always see Dana with the Data intro, and the person that says Dana with the Data, that's Talib Kweli that went on Boyce Watkins show about 4 years ago, because me and him had words on a Star Report. I guess he called himself cussing me out. Then he went on Boyce Watkins. He was like, "Yeah, and Dana with the Data, she thinks she know everything, blah, blah, blah." And I took that clip of him saying Dana with the Data, and I incorporated that into my intro. So I want like Roland Martin to have my name in his mouth. So I don't mind when people talk about me. Please talk about me. And make sure you say Dana at The Real Dana on YouTube. Yeah. Southern Belle. Hi. I got one more minute because I need 30 minutes, honey, to get set up for the show tonight. So, Southern Belle, what state are you in? What state are you in the South? Just put it in the chat. So, yeah, guys. So, listen, go to the website, therealdatanetwork.com, and join Judge Joe Brown tonight. We're going to have a good conversation. It's probably going to run over 2 hours, which is fine. We're on the website. It's uncensored, so he could curse, he could say whatever. Going to talk about the New York City tunnels, Fannie, Letitia, whatever, the Attorney General of New York, Mark Lamont Hill, Stephen A. Smith, Jason Whitlock, and a bunch of other things. Hi, Percy. Yeah, Southern Belle, I want to know, what part of the South are you from? All right, guys. This a cute still shot. I'm so extra. Um, have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys. You don't okay. You don't want to say. All right, no, that's fine. Um, have a wonderful night, everybody, and I will see you guys on the website in 30 minutes. We're going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, therealdananetwork.com. Bye.